Feeling good. Did a mic last night and ate shit on stage for about 3 minutes.
Love that. I did that this week too.
Nice.
Shredded.
Welcome to the Shred the Mic podcast with Zeke and Kelly. Shred indeed. If you haven't joined us before, hey Kelly, what is the Shred the Mic podcast all about?
Oh, funny you should ask, Zeke. Shred the Mic is sort of an open mic inspired podcast where we do 5 minutes of brand new material straight from the Notes app in our phone every single week. We're each going to do 5 minutes and then we're going to do a little feedback and find out if it's funny.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Hit it on the first take, everybody. That is so succinct. This is the mark of a true professional right here.
Thank you.
Crushed it. Crushed it. Man, I am so impressed. Hire her as a host somewhere, please.
Somebody hire me, please.
Somebody hire her, please. Guys, so that's the deal. Occasionally we'll have a guest, but most importantly, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, and just smash it with all your force. Continue to grow the podcast, grow the movement, can help continue to build this pirate ship as we continue to set forth on our own uncharted course.
Yes. Sidebar, we should name our pirate ship that we're building.
Okay.
I don't know if it has to be right this minute, but we refer to it a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should name it, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm open to it.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing's coming to mind right this second.
It's a good thing we're two comics who have lots of improv background, and we're just like, I don't know if we got anything.
I mean, Blackbeard's taken. Salt and pepper beard.
The salt and pepper beard at the sea.
Mostly Blackbeard. I guess that's the pirate's name, not the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's got to be a good one out there. And I'm sure one of our listeners will hit us up like via text instead of the comment section and be like, guys, you totally forgot about this.
Yeah.
Because you guys have been absolute assassins when it comes to like joke punch-ups.
Yes.
Keep
them coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Wherever you're listening to this podcast, hit the comments and let us know what we should call our pirate ship that is going alongside show business.
Yes.
On our way to freedom. Financial, creative, and otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What a pirate ship it is.
All right. Shall we do this?
We shall.
Let's start this mic off.
How you feeling? You feeling loose? Feeling ready? Feeling shreddy?
Yeah, feeling good. Did a mic last night and ate shit on stage for about 3 minutes.
Love that. I did that this week too.
Nice. Real friendly room, by the way. Real friendly room. It's not them. It was me.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to take a shit on stage, there's no better place
Yeah, exactly.
than a friendly room.
Exactly. All right, let's do this.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the mic, Mr. Zeke Thomas.
Shred the mic!
Thank you so much, Kelly, to Shanley, and everybody at home. Guys, I have some great stuff in my notes app from this week. First of all, I have a note about BMI and my struggles with the very insane BMI. If you've ever been to a doctor and suffered through the height, weight, distribution of a BMI, body mass index, I, at 5'4" and 155 pounds, am obese by their by their standards. I am obese, and I had quite a conversation with a very out of shape physician's assistant one time where I got kind of like, I'm the only one who can run a sub 7-minute mile in this up. I got on my high horse. I was like, I'm the only one with visual abs in this entire place. And you're telling me I'm obese? Your chart is bullshit. And this poor girl was just like, so are you willing to make healthier diet and food choices? And I was like, no. And she's like, are you willing to exercise more? And I'm like, absolutely not. That's unhealthy. But yeah, so the BMI index is completely insane. So now we have taken to calling it the before muscle index is what it should be called. Because BMI basically is for people who are skinny fat or who have zero muscle tone.
Yeah.
According to that chart, I'm supposed to weigh 126 pounds.
Ugh.
Which I did when I was on all of the narcotics.
I was going to say, I'd be very concerned.
You should be. You should be. Yeah, so that is the before muscle index because people like you and me who work out and have muscle, guess what? We weigh a fuck ton more than everybody else.
We do.
That's the gift and the curse.
Yeah.
But it just shows you that BMI is a bullshit metric.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, what did I actually want to talk about? I didn't get a chance to cover this last week, but my cousin Tarek, shout out to Tarek, my cousin, for breaking down how to get out of a Florida ticket. This is good. This is good. Now, traditionally, most women have a couple tools at their disposal as outlined, right? You have show them your tits or cry, right? Any number. They both work to varying degrees. I don't know how they work recently, but historically, time has told us tits and or crying equals a better than average chance in getting out of a parking ticket.
Yeah.
Kel, have they worked for you ever?
I've cried. I don't think I've been pulled over since I turned 18. So I've only done the crying thing.
Did it work?
Yes.
See, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Right? So that works. However, in Florida, since everybody carries a firearm, apparently, and Tarek was kind enough to demonstrate with his 308 and was like, yeah, for example, like if I have this weapon here, and I'm just like, of course you do. He's just like, there's a very specific script you have to follow when you're having an interaction with a cop.
Yeah.
And for me, I found it fascinating and took as many notes as possible. Okay, so each character in this, the police officer and the driver, has a very specific character that they must play, right? Your inspiration as the driver is to be a fucking bootlicker, right? You just gotta kiss ass and just be like, oh, sir, yes, you are putting your life on the line. Treat them like they're in the military. So that's thing one. Thing two, you gotta be white, okay? This whole thing does not work at all if you are not white.
Minor detail.
Minor, but very important detail. Some say mission critical, right? Then you must follow the script exactly. As you get pulled over, you give not only your license, but you also give your concealed carry card at the same time, right? Unprompted. This allows the cop to know, hey, brother, we're on the same team, right? Whatever team that is. I think it's Team White Supremacy. I'm not exactly sure.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it. I'm trying not to be too judgy, right? Hands are still at 10 and 2 o'clock. Notices the concealed carry. The officer will then ask you, where is your weapon? You motion to it. Do not reach for it.
Do not.
This will violate all rules, right? And lead to a bad outcome. You motion to it as to where it is, if it's in the center console or whatnot. But again, hands do not leave 10 and 2 o'clock. From there, he'll say, great. This is the very important part of the script. This will tell you whether you're in the clear or not. And it is the one moment of levity throughout this entire script. The officer, if they are following the script and feel at ease, will say, I won't show you mine if you don't show me yours. They're not talking about dicks. They're talking about guns, everybody. Right? If you get that interaction and that hearty chuckle between you and the officer, there's a better than average chance that you are in the clear.
In the clear.
Right? So again, just review 10 and 2 o'clock, conceal carry card, motion, but do not reach for it. And of course, and most importantly, be white.
Be white.
Gotta be white, right?
Yeah.
Be white, be a bootlicker, be white. There you go. And that is how you get out of a ticket in Florida, everybody.
And that is your time.
Thank you so much.
Woo! All right.
Yeah.
Shredded.
Thank you, Mr. Zeke Thomas. That was the first part was relatable for me.
Yeah.
The second part, not as much, but it was very funny.
Thank you.
So I love the BMI bit. I too am overweight by BMI standards. I wanted you to say that I wanted you to like challenge the physician's assistant to a push-up contest or like something in the room in the moment where, you're like, I run a sub. I run a sub 7-minute mile. Wow. I want you to be like, oh, really? Oh, really? Drop and give me 20. And just like have a push-up contest or something.
With me and an out-of-shape physician's assistant.
Like I feel like they really got you riled up and angry. I feel like that's funny. Also, apparently I have a thing for obese guys. I didn't. Who knew?
Kel's a chubby chaser. I don't know what to tell you.
You're almost a chubby chaser. I'm like 1 point away from being overweight on the BMI too.
Oh, I'm full overweight. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else. That was good. Before muscle index is perfect.
Yeah.
'Cause that's really what it is.
It really is. Jordan actually gave me that joke.
Jordan.
Yeah. Jordan Breslow.
Jordan's
shout
probably fine on the BMI index though.
out. He is. He's 7 feet tall and probably weighs $160. And like, he's great. He probably is the most in shape person according to BMI that I know.
But also actually in shape.
Very athletic.
Very, very athletic.
Yeah. Shockingly athletic. When we took him surfing, was so surprised he got up on his first wave I pushed him into.
Yeah.
For someone who's as tall and like as lean as he is, I was just like, what is happening here?
Yeah, he's like, I think I did this once 50 years ago. We were like, okay, we'll see how this goes. Boom, on his feet. I was like,
very impressive.
damn, Jordan, you made me look bad.
Yeah, it made everybody look bad, or it made me look like the best surf instructor ever. Like, that's the other part, too.
Pretty much.
You made me look like a good surf instructor, by the way.
Thank you.
I remember going to Venice and, like, yeah, you caught first wave, and, like, I looked at everybody in the lineup, and I was just like, it's like her second day, everybody. I'm the greatest instructor in the world. Like...
You're welcome. You're welcome. I almost think you should leave the be white thing for the very end.
I should.
Because it's such an obvious yet nice surprise where you're like, yeah, just do this, do that. Everyone's kind of thinking it.
Yeah.
And they're like, is he really? And then at the end you're like, oh, and be white. I feel like it might punch a little harder.
Oh yeah, it'll land a lot harder. No, that's a great note.
Yeah, because it's very important.
It's like the most important part of that story, or that like way that method of getting out of a ticket.
Well, and that's what was funny to us in the car was Tarek didn't say that, and we were both like, "And be white, right?" He's like, "Oh yeah, definitely that too." No, I love that.
There's something there. Like I haven't quite crafted it yet, but it's there. And then I like for BMI. Because, I mean, I was pretty close to challenge. I was pretty fired up about it, like, at the time.
Yeah, I said just like, obviously comedy is exaggeration. So just exaggerate that into, like, all of the, they triggered your competitive side. And you were like, oh, yeah, watch this. Or you just start coaching a fucking CrossFit class in the middle of the doctor's office. Like,
yeah, because so far it's just based on reality. And I'm just like, what's the craziest version of that?
It's true and it's relatable. And I know that there are other people who will be like, yeah, they told me the same thing. But just like have fun with it, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the next evolution of that joke is like having fun with it.
Crazy place.
Yeah, what's the crazy version?
Yeah.
Which I already felt like I initially was.
Or like what were the things you thought of when you were at home in the shower later and like thinking about all the comebacks you could have had in the doctor's office? Am I the only one who does that? No.
At a doctor's office.
I know what I should have said. Like those thoughts.
Yeah. Definitely relatable. All right, Kel. It's about that time. Are you ready to...
I think so. I think I'm feeling shreddy.
Okay.
Feeling good.
All right, guys. Coming to the Shred the Mic stage in 3, 2, 1.
Shred the mic!
Kelly Shanley.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You guys, last night I had a show. It was fun. It was a bar show, and so I was sitting in the bar while I wasn't up. I watched the whole show, and somehow the other day I turned the sound on my Apple Watch, and I don't know how I did it. So I didn't know how to turn it off. And so in the middle of this show, I was like, shit, I better silence my Apple Watch. And I Googled it. And it was like, do this. And I thought I did it, but I hit the wrong button and accidentally did the like homing device to find my phone. And it beeped so loud in the middle of the show. Everyone just turned around and looked. And the comic just stopped and was like, it actually worked with his joke. I think he was talking about someone insulting him. And he was like, well, fuck you. And I was like, I'm so sorry. But anyway, I had an extreme boomer moment last night. So that was fun. I already felt old. He was like doing a bit about TikTok. And there were some other young Gen Z looking characters in the audience. And he was like, you guys TikTok, right? And he's just tapping his arm right here. Is that a thing? Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
I haven't seen that. We're old. But he kept doing it. And they were like, ah! And I was just like, I don't know what's happening. And then I set my phone off. So I felt 100. My mom was visiting this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And she's always very fun and entertaining. I love my mom. And she didn't know what a fupa was. So I had to teach my mom what a fupa was. And then we went shopping at REI and she was like, do I have a fupa? Is it showing? I'm like, Mom, I promise you don't have a fupa. So I teach her really cool things, basically, is the point of that story. It's not really a joke. It's just a fun fact, I guess.
Fun fact podcast.
Yeah, another fun fact. My mom had breast cancer. She's a survivor, of course. So, and she had to have one of her breasts removed. And she's 70. So one of her breasts is about 4 years old and one of them is 70. And I like to joke and call her half a porn star.
Nice.
She laughs at it. It's okay. The other day we were sitting out on our patio and our cat Remi likes to join. He likes to come and sit outside. And it seemed like the right time for him to clean his butthole, as you do when you're outside and, enjoy a little anus al fresco, if you will. But I was watching, it's weird if I was watching. I don't know. I glanced over at one point and I was like, oh my God, what is happening over there? Like there was just something pink. I was like, is your anus prolapsing? Like, are you okay? What's going on? And then I realized it was just his little tiny cat penis, like sticking out like a little dog lipstick. I was like, oh, okay. There's another fun fact for you. I feel like in small towns, I grew up in a small town. I'm from Tahoe City. Woo, woo. And I live in LA. I've been here since 2008. And it's funny, like, I feel like when you're in a small town, there's like a presumption of familiarity, like instead of a presumption of innocence. It's like when you're in a small town, people just assume they know you until proven otherwise. They'll just talk to you like, oh, you're so-and-so's daughter. Like, I don't know. Maybe they do. But in cities, it's the opposite, Mm-hmm. It's like, I definitely don't know you until proven otherwise. That's not funny yet, but it's just a thought that I had. Also, I have a note in my phone. We're going on a trip in a couple of weeks, and I'm so excited. We're going to go to Switzerland. We're going backpacking for a week in the Swiss Alps with my family, my mom, her boyfriend Jordan, one of his sons, my sister, and Zeke and myself. And it's going to be amazing. And when I was growing up, The Sound of Music was my favorite movie. It's still top 3. Like, I adored it. My mom said I could sit through that entire movie when I was 2 years old, which is really saying something. So I have a note in my phone to buy a big white apron for Switzerland trip to facilitate Fraulein Maria moments. So just a little bit about me. I will be swirling around in circles with a big white apron while we're probably every single day. So get ready for that content coming at you.
Lots of apron content.
Yes.
And that's your time, Kelly DeShanley.
Thank you.
Shredded.
Let's see.
What do you got?
I work backwards. Let's see. So we had Fraulein Maria.
Yeah.
Definitely see that happening. What is your premise that doesn't have jokes yet? What was that?
Oh, the presumption of familiarity, like in a small town.
Yes.
Versus stranger danger in a city, I guess.
Yeah. No, I think that premise is really good and very unique to your experience. And it's been part of my experience spending more time in Tahoe with you.
Yeah.
It's like people are so nice and they're just like, where do I know you from? And I'm like, I don't know. I just have one of those faces. Like,
Yeah.
which, yeah, even at the wedding, like, so it's like,
Oh yeah, you're oh, maybe I don't know you. Wait.
yeah, no, and that's okay. No, I'm relatively new, but yeah, no, because it's a definitely relatable thing. And how, like, even when we went surfing this morning, I have to initiate eye contact and, hey, how are you to everybody that we come across.
Yeah.
And otherwise, like, people are very serious about their surfing, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here.
Or it's that awkward accidental eye contact where you're like, oh, don't look. And you're like, no, it's okay. You can just like smile. It's okay. I'm not mad.
Yeah. We're all out here to do a thing, to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's always like very much an LA thing that I try to break down every time we go, where I'm like, hey, hi, hey.
You're good at it.
Yeah.
You're good at it.
Just because I think I want more of that small town vibe in our giant, unmanageable city.
Yeah. It's fun to run into people that you know.
Yeah.
Or just feel like you could be friends with them.
Yeah. I mean, there's people that we've met surfing that I've seen them time after time after time, which is kind of nice too.
Yeah.
And I don't know them other than, oh, hey, you're the guy with the Honda Passport? They just still make those? And they're like, you're the guy with the Element. They still make those. I'm like, yeah.
I don't know you, but I know your car.
Yeah. Let's see. What else did we have?
Anus al fresco.
Anus al fresco. Wow, you really do know how to turn a phrase.
Thank you.
That's really good. I don't think I've ever seen Remi's penis ever. But then also, apparently he's into ass play. Like, who knew that about Remi? That's what gets him going.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
You little freak.
Yeah, right in front of my mom, too. Come on, man.
Wow. I like it. He's just like, he's so free. He is so free. He's like, don't mind me, guys. I'm going to just clean my anus and get a chubby going over here. Don't mind me.
He's like, oh, I'm in the grass. We have turf on our patio.
Oh, he's in the grotto. Yeah, he's
he just goes full hippie when he's out there.
He really is. What was next?
Mom's half a porn star. Fupas.
Yes. Your mom's definitely a porn star. She owns that. That's great.
She does. And then my boomer moment at the comedy show.
Yep.
Of course.
That was good. That was good.
I think that was everything. I was just going to tag on to my boomer moment. At the mic before that, my friend Rebecca told a story about auditioning to be a VJ on MTV. And she told this whole story. And I was, and then at the end we did feedback. I was like, you might want to tell the audience what a VJ is. And she's like, really? I was like, and we looked and everyone in there was like, I don't know what a VJ. I was like, we're old. We're old.
You remember music videos, kid?
So I felt old yesterday.
All right. Well, that's our new material this week, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly, if people are looking for you on the internet, how can people find you?
Thank you for asking. I am on Instagram and TikTok at Kelly A. Shanley. I'm on YouTube at Kelly Shanley. YouTube's going to be the best place to find me. There's about to be a whole lot of short and regular form content on there. So subscribe. And then Medium, also at Kelly Shanley, if you like to read humorous dating fiasco stories. Pre-Zeke, of course. What about you, Zeke? Where can people find you on the internet?
I'm so glad you asked, Kelly Shanley. You can find me at ZekeThomas Rad on Instagram, TikTok, and patreon.com/ZekeThomas Rad. We'll come back to that in a second. Of course, you can find me on Facebook at Zeke Thomas. Let's see. I got Twitter, Zeke Thomas is Rad. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think it's Zeke Thomas is Rad pretty much everywhere.
OnlyFans?
Yes, OnlyFans, where pretty much all my pictures are just me in my box. I'm not wearing pants right now, so like,
He's not.
This would be prime OnlyFans content. So check out that, and for all your other Zeke Thomas needs, you got ZekeThomas.com. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, let's talk about Patreon for a second.
Let's.
For patreon.com/ZekeThomasIsRad, for $5 a month, you can join the Patreon community and join us for all the support that we can muster in support of this podcast, all my video content, and of course, all my stand-up stuff. We got great perks there. We got great rewards, including functional bodybuilding programming. We got behind-the-scenes pictures and videos, early access to stand-up show tickets, and all sorts of good stuff. I even have access tiers, so if you want to do a video call with me, you can do it. It's all available for some of those crazy, crazy tiers that are also up there. Nice. What else? Guys, hey, do you like the shirt that I'm wearing?
I do.
You sure should.
Can I have one?
You can.
What? Where do I get it?
You can go to etsy.com/SARF Club. That's SARF with an A. SARF Club.
SARF.
It's so stupid.
With an A.
It's It's one of those stupid jokes that I just, obviously, you give me just a little bit of time and just a couple dollars and I just run with it. So yeah, I created Sarf Club with my friends Amy and Christiana. And of course we have merch and tickets, not tickets, and stickers, all available at the website, a portion of which helps support the podcast. Guys, please hit that subscribe button here and anywhere else you come across this YouTube channel. ZekeThomas is the handle on YouTube. And I guess we will see you guys very, very soon. You guys are awesome. You guys are legion. We will see you for the next Shred the Mic podcast next week. Shred the Mic is written, hosted, and produced by Zeke Rodrigues Thomas and Kelly Shanley. Audio engineering by Zeke Rodrigues Thomas for Mindjam Media. And when in doubt, shred the mic.